Author Marcus Zusick writes, "And they would all smile at the beauty of destruction." Welcome to Crater Lake National Park. Established in 1902, this area protects over 180,000 acres of mountains, peaks, forests, and Crater Lake in southern Oregon. Once a towering volcano, Mount Mazama stood at 12,000 feet, but 7,700 years ago, it erupted, collapsing in upon itself. What remained was a deep caldera, almost perfectly round, carved some 1,900 feet into the ground. It took over 700 years to fill with snow and rain. Today, it's the deepest lake in the U.S., affectionately called Lake Majesty for its pristine crystal blue waters. It has no springs or streams flowing in or out of it, so there's no sediment or mineral deposits carried into the lake. Its clear water simply reflects the sky above it. This gives it a bright blue hue. It is one of the cleanest and clearest lakes in the entire world. A visit to Crater Lake National Park reminds us all that beauty can emerge from ashes. Here are some things to do and see during your time here. The 33-mile Scenic Rim Drive is among some of the most beautiful drives in our great national parks. The road was purposefully designed to complement the natural landscape, disappearing from view as you gaze out across the lake, forests, and meadows. There are 30 overlooks, lots of picnic areas, trailheads, and waterfalls along the way. You could really make an entire day trip out of this drive with so many places to stop as you go. Make sure to stop at Discovery Point, the very place pioneer founder John Hillman first set eyes upon Crater Lake in 1853. A few other highlights include Pinnacle's Overlook, where you can see volcanic ash solidified into 100-foot tall rock formations. Vidaia Falls offers a cascading waterfall. Pumice Castle Overlook showcases an orange layer of pumice that is shaped like a castle. Another idea is to take a park trolley along this route. This is a great option if you don't want to navigate the road yourself. Plus, you get the benefit of an experienced park ranger to share stories and history with you for the 2-hour adventure. Crater Lake Lodge is a piece of history that dates back to 1915. It's a rustic, beautiful lodge that sits on the rim, offering panoramic views from the dining room and guest rooms. You can stop here for a meal while en route around the lake, have a glass of wine, or even better, stay in one of the historic rooms offered. Behind the lodge is one of the best hikes in the park, called Garfield Peak. It's steep and strenuous, but the 3.6 miles round trip will leave you speechless. The views are simply stunning. Wizard Island is the name of the little island in Crater Lake, and what makes it unique is that it's one of only a few places in the world where you can see a volcano in another volcano. In order to avoid any invasive species, kayaking and canoeing is prohibited, but there are several options for boat tours, and one of the shuttles drops you off for 3 hours to explore the island and go swimming. There are a couple of campgrounds located within the park, as well as a lodge and some cabins. Mazama Campground is large, with just over 200 sites, and the sites are private and quiet. Lost Creek Campground is much smaller, offering only 16 tent sites. There are rustic cabins to rent at Mazama Village, and of course, there is the iconic Crater Lake Lodge if you'd like all the amenities while staying right next to the lake. If you are able, watching the sunrise here is something you'll never forget. The sun peeks up over the rim, illuminating the cliffs and water with its golden hues. It is truly spectacular. If you enjoy cycling, biking around this park is really special, but it's definitely for the trained biker because of the hilly terrain. Bicycle enthusiasts from across the country come to participate in the annual Ride the Rim, where Rim Road closes to cars for 2 days each year. It's interesting to note that Crater Lake is the only place in the world to see the Mazama newt, also called the Crater Lake newt. If you're lucky, you might see one of these rarities hiding under a rock or log around the edge of the lake. Crater Lake is actually one of the snowiest places in the United States, with an average annual snowfall of 43 feet. That's like accumulating 1.4 inches of snow every day of the year. There are lots of fun things to do if you visit in the winter: snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, sledding, and snowmobiling. There are 3 restaurants inside the park. The Crater Lake Lodge dining room utilizes seasonal and sustainable ingredients grown in Oregon for gourmet meals. Annie Creek Restaurant is casual, cozy, and hearty. And if you're in a bit of a hurry, you can grab and go at the Rim Village Cafe. If you need some inspiration in your life, if you need to be reminded of the awesome beauty that can spring out of volcanic destruction, then plan for your next trip to include some time along the shores of Crater Lake National Park. Thanks for watching Shore Me Some More. If you enjoyed this video, please click to subscribe to our channel and hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to tap the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to know when we post our next story about the shores, outdoors, and more.